and welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair Lamb and I want to extend a very warm welcome to you, especially if you're new around here. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. Right now I'm kicking off another weekly vlog, which is something I film pretty much every single week, at least for this year, and it's been going on for a while now. So I'm just really happy to share my days with you. So it's a Sunday afternoon now. This morning we got up and went to church, and then we went to a bagel shop and got some bagels for breakfast or brunch. And then after we finished that, my husband wanted to go to Dutch Bros for coffee, which you never have to twist my arm to go to Dutch Bros ever, but especially because their holiday menu is out and I really have been wanting to try it. So we went over to Dutch Bros and he got a hazelnut truffle and I got a candy cane mocha. Both drinks were super delicious, and so we did that, and then we came back here and changed into comfy clothes. And Riley's cousins are in town, and they had a baby about 7 or 8 months ago, and she is so cute. And so we went and visited them and saw her a couple of nights ago, and we're gonna go here in the next few minutes and go spend the evening with them and just get to see the baby and hang out with them, and it'll be really fun. So it's been a really good day so far. It is beautiful outside. I think today we get warm weather, tomorrow we get warm weather, and then we get 2 days of warm, rainy weather, and then chilly weather is coming into play, which will be really fun. I love being able to light a fire. I love being able to wear a sweatshirt, but I am definitely soaking in this beautiful fall weather. It is like golden light. The trees are so beautiful right now. It's breezy, it's warm. It's just been wonderful. So we're just soaking it in. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go over to Riley's cousin's house and see that, well, it's like the family home and whatever. We're going over there because they're in town, they're staying there, and we're gonna hang out with them, like I said, and then we will see where the evening takes us. But welcome to our week. The past 24 hours have been by far the roughest of this pregnancy so far. So I just got out of the shower. I didn't wash my hair because I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow. So it's gonna get washed then. I am exhausted. Let me tell you about it while I do my skincare. My skin is definitely clearing up. It's still really bad, but it was at like a 10, and I would say it's like at like maybe a 7 now. This is the Ordinary Glycolic Acid, 7%, I think, yeah. So it all started yesterday around 5 o'clock. So we had gone over to Riley's cousin's house and spent the evening over there. It's really like a family lake house, and his cousins happen to be in town, and they have a new baby who's 7.5 months old, and so fun to see her and play with her and chat with them, and they're just great. And then his cousin, the mom in that family, Lauren, her mom, Riley's aunt and uncle, got to town too, so we hung out with them. So it was really fun. But as we were sitting there, I started feeling like the creeping beginnings of a migraine, and I was thinking, oh no. And I have not yet had one this pregnancy, whereas with my previous 2 pregnancies, I had constant or very much more frequent migraines, and pregnancy migraines are horrific, and there's so much medication you cannot take, and so there's not a lot you can do for it. And so I started feeling it creeping up, and I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be super rough. What I should have done, and I will do henceforth, I should have gone and had a giant drink with electrolytes in it, and I should have gotten something with protein, and right then and there when I felt it starting. But I didn't, because we were with the family, and this is the magic molecule spray. Because we were with the family and we were all spending time together, I just didn't want to leave, and so I didn't go and do those things, and I think that would have helped curb it because it was so rough. So anyway, I got home and I have been getting nauseous in the evenings, most evenings. A lot of times it's like a 3 out of 10, 10 being the worst. So it's just like some light nausea, and I'll just kind of eat my dinner, drink some water, and get in bed early, get in bed at like 7 or 8, and just call it a night early. So yesterday by the time I got home, the nausea started kicking in, and it was way worse than it normally is because I just did not eat enough yesterday. We went and got bagels in the morning, and then I didn't eat anything else. That was at maybe 11:30 or noon, and then I did not eat, and that's not tons of protein, carbs and fat, not tons of protein. And then I went the rest of the day, and then it was like 5 o'clock, and I don't think I even ate a snack. I just was distracted. I've been really good about eating like every few hours, and I just didn't. And I didn't eat really hardly any protein. So my nausea was so much worse, probably because of that. And then this migraine started, and it was on this side. I still have it, to be honest, but it's way, way less. Yesterday, I could not have stood in front of these lights. It was like all this eyebrow, behind this eye, banding around, all the back of my head, neck, and shoulders. Light sensitivity, sound sensitivity, very, very nauseous, like I said, which is hard to say if the nausea was pregnancy related, migraine related, or both. It felt like both because it was so severe. So, okay, now this is the ordinary cold pressed rose hip oil. So anyway, I couldn't eat anything. I got some crackers, which that's not going to do much of anything. There's no protein in that, but I could not eat. I felt so sick and nauseous. I really felt like I was going to get super sick. So I couldn't really eat. So then I went and got a protein shake, and so this went on for hours. I was icing my head. I was doing all the things I knew how to do to try to help this migraine go away, drinking tons of water with electrolytes in it, just everything. So then in the middle of the night, like maybe 1:30 to 3 a.m., something like that, I got up and got a protein shake because I thought maybe I could drink that. And I was able to drink like half of it, which helped a little bit, but still not really. And it was like throbbing, just a terrible, terrible headache. I know a lot of people get pregnancy migraines, and they are so rough because, like I said, you just can't take much for them. And what you can take doesn't really work that well, and it's just rough. So anyway, fast forward to this morning, I could not get out of bed. I was having light sensitivity, sound sensitivity, complete throbbing. Trying to just drink water was really stressful. And so Riley stayed home, bless his heart, for a half day. And he didn't go in until noon so that I could have the morning to just like lay in bed and try to recuperate. So I made a smoothie thinking I could drink that, and I was able to drink that. Again, not a ton of protein in it, but at least something. I don't really love protein powder in smoothies. And I wanted to actually eat something, and I was really, really hot. It just was not fun, y'all. So anyway, all that to say, then the kids had their first tumbling class today, and they have been so excited, and there was no way I was gonna, miss it because I had this headache. And so it was starting to get a little better. Riley said I could stay home and he would take them, but I was starting to feel really guilty because he needed to get into work. It's such a busy time at work right now for him. And so I just felt bad, even though I obviously I can't control it. I could have done some preventative steps, but by this point it was too late, kind of thing. Anyway, I took them. It was only a 45-minute class. I wore a baseball hat so that my eyes would be shielded from the overhead gym lights, which was good and definitely helped the situation. But it was not super fun. And then on the way home, we went to Chick-fil-A, and I got a chicken sandwich because that's been like my number one craving the past couple of weeks, and I thought I could probably eat it, and that does have a lot of protein in it because it's a chicken breast. I'm not saying it's healthy. I had not eaten, and I just needed to eat. And I got some French fries and a Coke because a lot of times when I have migraines, something super salty and high in sodium, and then caffeine, and just a Coke in general is good. My stomach was still hurting. So anyway, it doesn't sound like it was not a healthy meal, but it actually really helped me. I felt a lot better afterwards, getting protein, salt, and sugar and caffeine. I just felt all around a lot better. So that was that. And then I came home and Nora went to her grandmother's house to do homeschool, and she went in the afternoon because we had a weird morning. And so me and Colin came back here and I turned on a movie for him and I laid down for a couple of hours. And then Riley came home and we did dinner and I just took a shower. I don't feel 100%, but I feel so much better than last night or this morning or the middle of last night or whatever, this afternoon. Like, it was so bad. Just that throbbing feeling is so exhausting. So I've been icing my head and neck, and I have one of those shoulder things that kind of like rolls out right here, and I've been putting that on intermittently, and that's been really helping to kind of relieve the tension from the headache. And I've just been like, we literally, all of our water bottles are in the dishwasher right now because it's just been water bottles constantly for me. But Riley made me some electrolyte water, so I'm drinking that. It's just not been fun, you guys. It's been really, really rough. So I have been so blessed by having such a very easy pregnancy. But I will say last week had some really hard days, but this past 24 hours has by far been the hardest because I've been super nauseous and this migraine has just been terrible. Actually this morning it was so bad. I told Riley I might consider going into the hospital, which he was like, that feels so extreme. And I was like, I just feel like I need like an IV. And he was like, well, let's just give it a couple of hours. And I did. And I do feel better. I might go to one of those like IV places. I don't know if that would like super help or not at this point, but I was willing to do anything because I was like, I cannot open my eyes. It hurts so badly. So anyway, I'm going to bed early tonight. I'm going to put on this spot treatment, which has been really the only thing that I've tried lately for this acne that has made any difference. It's very cool. It's just get a clean Q-tip and you dip it into this pink sediment at the bottom. See that? And then you just dot it on your face. Wherever you're breaking out, which for me is, I really need a paintbrush and not a Q-tip. So then I flip it to the other side and I do the other side. And then I just wash my hands at the end just to save the Q-tips. And it dries really quickly. It definitely, like the dust of it comes off on the pillowcase, but it washes off. So I just change my pillowcase a lot more frequently. It's worth it because it works so well. I feel like it really helps them heal. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm exhausted. So I'm mentally drained and physically drained. Tomorrow hopefully is a better day and hopefully I'm able to sleep well tonight. I'm gonna go get an ice pack to lay on. Growing a baby is hard work. Super worth it. Very thankful. And it's super worth it, but it is not always easy. It has been pretty easy this time comparatively, but this past day, I would like to stop it and not repeat it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sorry I wasn't able to film much today, but for obvious reasons, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it's Tuesday now. I got a good night's sleep. I'm feeling a lot better today. I still have a very slight headache, but it's a lot better than yesterday or the day before. I'm heading out to get my hair cut and color. That's why it looks so flat and terrible right now because it needed to be washed last night, but I took a body shower, shaved, like exfoliated everything. But I didn't wash my hair since I'm going to get it done today. It'll get washed and I didn't want to wash it and then wash it again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to go. Riley's going to stay home with the kids for a couple hours while I get that done. and then we will just keep on rolling with the day. I would have rescheduled this appointment given the migraine situation if that were an option, but anybody who gets their hair cut regularly knows this time of year, November and December, there are like no appointments because everybody wants to get their hair refreshed before the holidays. And so the fact that I got in at all is a miracle. And if I canceled, I probably would not be able to get in until the new year. And as you can see, it's grown out and we need a refresh. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I feel okay. I feel I'm going to be okay. But it's been a long few days. So I'm going to go do that for a couple hours. Then I'll come back and move on with the day. Getting ready is getting me out of breath. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. I just got back from the salon and I'm so happy with how my hair turned out. We did some more lowlights than normal just to tone it down a slight amount since it's about to be the winter time, but here's what it looks like. Super happy with it. Just feels so good and fresh, and the ends are fresh and love it. So Colin's out here. He caught a snake yesterday or the day before, and it's now our new pet. I also got my eyebrows waxed if they're looking kind of red. So I'm going to finish doing school with Nora. Riley got a whole bunch of it done with her, and we're just going to keep the day rolling. But I wanted to show you my hair cut in color. It makes me feel like a whole new woman. I needed that after the past few days of this migraine. I'm feeling a lot better. Super grateful for that. Good morning, it's Wednesday. I feel so good today. I'm so grateful. It has been a rough start to the week. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I have had that awful migraine, and I will say it's not 100% gone, but it's down to probably 5 to 10%. I also do think that although it probably is primarily hormonal, we are having massive weather shifts this week. It's going from 80 degrees and warm and all of that, and then there's a huge rainstorm coming all day tomorrow, and then the temperatures are going to drop a ton. So that change in weather and change in pressure really affects me, always, pregnant or not. So I think that that's probably a piece of the puzzle as well. But either which way, I've been really trying to stay on top of drinking electrolytes. Having some caffeine here and there really does help me, and just eating regular meals, trying to get sleep, spending time not being on screens because that, like, my eyes focusing like that hurts. So I'm doing really well this morning. Also, I woke up this morning and my skin is still broken out, but this morning, for the first time since I got a positive pregnancy test, this is the first morning that I woke up with no new breakouts. Every single day for the past 9 weeks or so since I got that test that had 2 pink lines, I have woken up with at least 1 new breakout. And a lot of days it's been a lot more than that, and it's been that constant breakout cycle that's been so hard to get on top of because they just keep coming. But this morning I woke up and I was pleasantly surprised. So I am just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I do think that my skincare routine is working / is the best thing that I can do while pregnant to treat acne. It's just that I believe that this has been very hormonal. These hormones, man, they are just everything. So today is very fun and cute because Colin has a Thanksgiving lunch at school. Nora's Thanksgiving lunch is tomorrow since he's in pre-K. She is in kindergarten, so they're not on the same day. So Riley and I are driving over to meet at his school now to go and sit with him during his little Thanksgiving lunch. It's going to be very, very cute. And then Nora's will be, like I said, tomorrow. So we all had to bring something, so I sent his contribution this morning, and Nora will take her contribution in tomorrow morning. So just a really good day. It feels good to wake up and feel normal and more like myself. I'm also super happy with my hair color. My curls have fallen some since I got it done yesterday. I told her she's been doing my hair for years. My old stylist, my friend Jenny, she retired many years ago because now they have 5 boys. So she is very much a full out stay-at-home mom. She does not have time to do hair anymore. So when we moved and I started talking to my girlfriends in our new neighborhood, they all went to this same woman. So I started going to her and I just really love her. She does a great job. So I've been going for like 3 years now. And I've always been really happy. But this time she said, since it's fall heading into winter, why don't we do a few low lights to give it a little bit more dimension and so it's not just so blonde heading into the winter. And I just really am just so happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks prettier when it's curled because you get to see that dimension, but all around I'm just really happy with it. And so that makes me feel good too. Anything I can do these days, I'm not feeling like the most confident I've ever felt. The other thing that is, I think, going to be a bit more of a mental struggle for me this pregnancy that I don't know that I necessarily expected, because it was not a huge mental struggle for me with my previous 2 pregnancies, is going to be weight gain. With Nora, we had a hard time getting pregnant. So after like a year and a half of trying, I was just so happy to be pregnant. And also I didn't gain, I was so small during that pregnancy. I look at pictures of that pregnancy, even at the very end, and I was very small. Now with Colin, I started at a higher weight, which is pretty typical with especially back-to-back pregnancies like I had. They're both, I had them both within 2 years' time. I had lost about 20 pounds after I had Nora. I don't know if you've been around for that long, but I did Weight Watchers and it really worked well for me that time. And I, was able to get that weight off. It was also COVID, so there wasn't a lot going on. So it was really easy to spend endless hours meal prepping. Just, anyway, I did all that, but I still was at a higher starting weight with Colin. And then with Colin, I just gained a lot more weight and I just felt a lot bigger sooner, which is also normal with subsequent pregnancies. And then after Colin, obviously it's been 4 years. It wasn't a quick turnaround this time. And so I have spent the past 4 years working so hard to get in shape and lose the weight and whatever. And so I started off this pregnancy the fittest and healthiest in my body that I've been in a long time. Probably even because before I got pregnant with Nora, I didn't have a regular exercise routine. So this is probably in my adult life the most fit I've been. And so seeing the scale creep up, I've actually put the scale away because I don't think it's healthy for me to look at it, because this is normal. My body needs to grow and I want it to grow, and I want to be in the mindset of this, my body is growing, I'm gaining weight for the baby. But it's been a little bit harder for me mentally this time because I had worked so hard. And I know I'm just going to keep on. I haven't been to the gym yet this week because of the migraine, but I'm going to go on Friday. And I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing. And the fact that I'm not so sick and nauseous has helped, because I've been drinking smoothies and eating salads, and it's not been only healthy foods, but I've been able to eat healthy foods, which has been helpful. So I'm just going to do the best I can. I mean, it's really healthy for women to gain weight during pregnancy. I've read a few studies lately that say that women who gain between 40 and 50 pounds statistically have the healthiest babies, which is a lot of weight and is about how much weight I gained with Colin, and maybe Nora too. Yeah, probably. I probably gained closer to 40 with Colin and maybe a little bit closer to 50. 40 with Nora and a little bit closer to 50 with Colin, something like that. Anyway, all that to say, it's just hard. Gaining weight can be hard, and especially after having lost it and maintained the loss and just feeling really good. So I'm just trying, especially since I don't have a distinctive bump. I feel like I do, but I don't. And so it's just different, it's not like, oh, I have a bump, I'm obviously pregnant. I also get pregnant in my face right away. It's funny, I had one of, who was it? Oh, it was at Riley's work. He has a handful of coworkers, and one of them, who's really sweet, named Pam, who I see all the time because I'm up there a lot. When I told her she was pregnant, she said, I thought you were because your face changed. And I was I told her very early, maybe at 5 weeks. And I just right away, my face looks different. I think it gets a lot rounder and fuller and just more full of fluid. It just looks bigger. And Pam was like, your face looks different. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It definitely does immediately look different. I'm one of those people. I think a lot of women are like that, where they get pregnant in their face. Like, it's like my body's not that different, but my face feels different. All that to say, we go through a lot as women when we're pregnant. It's all really good things, but it can be a little hard mentally sometimes when you're gaining weight and it's out of your control and you want to be gaining weight, like getting in that mentality when we live in a society that is so anti-weight gain. So like I said, I'm not getting on the scale. I have no reason unless there became a time where there would be a reason why I really needed to make sure like weight was one way or the other, or if I go to appointments, but even then I could stand backwards. I don't need to look. It's such a mental game because I, in my heart, know that, anyway, I'm going on and on, but it's just been interesting this time because I'm still, I'm not even quite, I'll be 12 weeks here in a couple of days. And it's been interesting to me how much more of a mind game it's been. Whereas I think with Nora, I was just like, but I really didn't gain weight with her quickly because I was so ill. I couldn't eat anything. And then with Colin, I sort of was like, yeah, whatever, like this is what it is. But it's been more time. And so I feel like I have a bit of a different mentality. And I've worked so hard. I've worked so hard. So, but I know I can do it again. I can always go through the whole process again. Anyway, all right, I need to go. I'm going to be late for this. All right. I'm going to this cute little Thanksgiving thing at school, but good morning. I'm feeling so good today. I'm so grateful for that. Happy Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, great. Everything's great. He's a little boy like this. He smells like
We just finished up at Colin's Thanksgiving and it was so cute. He was giddy with joy that we were at his school and it was just absolutely adorable. And they had so much food. I thought it was just for the kids. They had a huge spread of delicious appetizer style food for the adults too. So we got to eat, which was great. I just went to McDonald's and got an iced caramel coffee. Do not sleep on McDonald's iced coffee. It is absolutely delicious. It is so delicious. So I'm sipping on that, and because we just did this Thanksgiving thing, I'm already close by to his school, so I don't want to go home and then come back. So I just drove over to the Walmart. I don't really have anything I need to get here, but I figured I would just go walk around and kill a little time before picking up Colin and Nora from school for good for the day. Should have planned that a little better, but I don't know how I could have. I don't know. I just should have planned something to do. Riley was like, we should go do something, but I'm like, well, we don't need to eat. We just ate. And anyway, so I'm going to go walk around in Walmart and I very rarely go inside Walmart. We do their grocery delivery or grocery pickup every single week, but I don't prefer usually to go in because it's so crazy, but it's the middle of the day on a Wednesday and the parking lot is pretty tame. So I'm thinking it's going to be chill. And I just like to look in person at like what they have for Christmas and the holidays. I think it's fun. So that's what I'm going to go and do. Let's make sure I have everything. And then after that, we will go grab the kids from school. So very cute morning. I just finished up at Walmart. It was great. It was very quiet in there. I usually, when I record in the car, turn my car off so that there's no ambient noise, but I need a little airflow right now because I've been walking all around that store. Drink a sip of water. I got some really great stuff for the kids for their stockings and just for Christmas in general. I did a lot of Christmas shopping yesterday online. I just happened to, while I was getting my hair done, I just was on my phone and I had sort of a mental list of some of the top things I wanted to get each child. So I just went through online and ordered them. Some are coming today, tomorrow, through the end of the week. You know how that goes. So let me show you what I picked up at Walmart. It's mostly stocking stuffers, for the things that I got the kids, and then there's a few other things that are not for the children. So I got this watch for Nora as a stocking stuffer. It is super cute and it looks like mine, but it just tells the time, so it doesn't do anything else, but it has the look of an Apple Watch and it's tie-dye, and then it has like maybe little bunny ears or cat ears. It looks very much like something she would love. So I got her that. And then I got her some cute little red shoes because she doesn't have anything like this, and I was gonna get her the black ones, but honestly at this time of year the red ones are going to match her outfits more, and they're so stinking cute. But they're perfect for when we go to church, or if she's wearing a dress to school. She only has sneakers and she needed something that was a little bit more of a dress shoe, so for church and things like that, those will be perfect. Then for Colin's stocking, I got 2 of these Dig It fossil rocks where you excavate. So it's this big rock, and this one is a fossil, and this one is a little dino. It's supposed to be like a dinosaur egg, and he absolutely loves these things. He's done them many times before, so he will think those are great. We have a garland around our front door, and the lights, it's a couple years old I think, and the lights have gone out, so we're going to take the lights off and restring the lights. And so I just got some warm white indoor outdoor lights for that. Although my breakouts did not break out today, they obviously have been, and I wanted to get some more of these hydrocolloid, I think that's how you say it, hydrocolloid patches. This is just the Walmart brand. This is 1/4 of the cost of the name brand, and they do the same thing. So I got that. We're hosting Friendsgiving next week, and I already have the larger plates. I'm doing paperware because I don't have the energy to wash 40 people's dishes. I don't even have, well, I probably could get together 40 dishes. We have quite a lot. But so for desserts and pie, I realized that I didn't have any of the smaller, so I got 3 packs of the smaller for desserts. I just got a little coat hook. It was just a couple of bucks. I want to hang this in our kitchen. There's like a wooden surround that goes around our refrigerator, and I want to hang this on the side, if you're looking at the fridge in front of you, on the left side of it where the wood is, to hang up my aprons. Right now we just store our aprons in a drawer, and they're kind of like, it's kind of a weird spot for them, and I really like to wear an apron when I cook because I inevitably get the food all over myself, and especially with the holidays coming up and there's a lot more cooking. For a couple of bucks I wanted to put the aprons somewhere. Plus I think an apron hanging in a kitchen adds a little bit of charm, so I'm excited about that. And the last thing in this bag is, this was on sale. This is the Kristen S Ultra Light Curl Defining Cream. This is for Nora. My daughter has beautiful curly hair, and the struggle for me with her is a lot of curl creams are much too heavy. She has very, very fine hair, and when you put heavy stuff, it looks terrible and her curls are weighed down. So the fact that this is called Ultra Light, and it's for fine to medium curl types, I think this could work really well. I don't know what the original price is, but it's $15, which is expensive, but it's a big bottle. And I will probably use a dime-sized amount, so I would imagine this would last the better part of a year. And we've been using the same spray for a long time. It's called So Cozy Kids Curl Spray, and I really like it. But as her hair gets longer, sometimes I wonder if a cream, like when she gets out of the bath, would be a better option. So I went ahead and got that. And then in my second bag here, I just have 2 bags. This is funny. Nora loves dolls. She loves American Girl dolls. She loves baby dolls, not as much. And she loves Barbies. Her top 2 are American Girl dolls and Barbie dolls. She does not have any boy Barbies, and she likes to play family. And she said to me the other day, she was like, I don't have a daddy. I was laughing. And so I just got her this Ken doll. He was like $5, but I thought he was cute. I mean, he's kind of weird looking, to be honest, but he will suffice as a daddy Barbie for her playing. I just got some bubble bath for the kids, and then the last thing I got, because these were only 50 cents, which I thought was really cheap, I got some Play-Doh for each child. So I'll give the blue and green to Colin, and the neon orangey color and the pink to Nora in their stockings. I used to be completely anti Play-Doh. I did not even allow it in my home, and lately they have proven themselves that they are able to play with Play-Doh without getting it absolutely everywhere and smashing it into my carpets and getting it all a mess. And they understand they can do the Play-Doh at the kitchen table and then they have to put it back. For a while there, it felt like such a waste of energy, money, everything, because they would just get the Play-Doh out. It would make an enormous mess. They would mix all the colors together and they would never put it back properly, and it would just be everywhere. And I just would think, why don't we just go outside and play in the mud? It's way easier to clean up and it's not inside my house. But I will say that lately, you know, at their ages of 4 and 6, they're definitely more able to handle the Play-Doh. So I got them some fresh tubs of it. They actually got some fresh tubs of it for their birthday from neighbor Emily, which was super sweet, and they've been playing with that. And I figure by the time Christmas rolls around, it will be nice for them to have another set, especially, like I said, 52 cents each is like really very inexpensive. And oh, there's one more thing. Oh yeah, I get my nails, I get a manicure every couple of weeks at a salon, and I love it. I love getting it done. I do gel painted over acrylic, so it lasts so well. It never chips, nothing. But I like to do my toes at home. I'll go get a pedicure a couple of times a year, but it's expensive to get a pedicure, and I would much rather spend that money to get a manicure because I see my nails every day. Other people see my fingernails every day, and that's what I would prefer. But anyway, I wanted to get some new fresh red nail polish for my toes for the holiday season. And honestly, I like to wear red nails like November, December, January, and February, because February is Valentine's Day. So the red that I have is all dried out, and like I tried to put it on this past weekend and I was like, oh, this nail polish is probably 10 years old, and because I don't go through it very fast, and so I wanted to get this. So I don't love using regular nail polish. I like gel polish or the nail stickers or anything else that just dries. But I will say, as far as regular nail polish, the Sally Hansen Insta Dry, I have a few of them and I really like them. I think all of them they're like $5. They really do dry quickly and they last a while. So I just got a candy apple red color. What's it called? ASAP apple. Just like a very classic red for, like I said, the holiday season for my toenails, because yeah, I painted them the other day and they look pretty rough because the nail polish that I used was not great. Okay, so that is everything that I got. I need to hide it away because I'm gonna go pick up the kids from school now, but it was I had a fun time walking around in there, especially since, like I said, it was so low-key. There just weren't that many people in there. And sometimes, you know, you go in and it's like, it's not just Walmart. Sometimes you go into Target or Sam's Club or Costco or anywhere, especially during the holidays, and it's like, it's so stressful. It's not even enjoyable. But it was very low-key in there, and everyone was kind of just doing their thing. It was really nice and relaxing. And between the things that I ordered online yesterday and then these stocking stuffers, I feel like I am 75% finished with purchasing my kids' Christmas gifts, which is great. I love to get that out of the way well ahead of time. And they'll get gifts from family and things like that, but there were a handful of things that I wanted to make sure that I got. And then I'll look over like Black Friday deals and things like that to see if there's anything that is really standing out to me. But they just had their birthdays, so I feel like they're really well set up. Target yesterday was having a 30% off everything in the Our Generation brand, which is their version of American Girl dolls. It's accessories, dolls, clothing for 18-inch dolls. And they were doing 30% off plus an additional 15% off your purchase. So the Our Generation stuff was 45% off, which it's already so much cheaper than buying American Girl branded items. And so the fact that it's already the cheaper option and then it was 45% off, I mean, it was so reasonable. So I got Nora several things. I got her like Our Generation horse, a living room set, a scooter, like a moped kind of thing for the American Girl dolls. I got her like 3 or 4 different sets because she plays with them constantly, and they were like $12, $15, like just so reasonable. Whereas if you go over to American Girl doll, every single set is $150. Like it's outrageous. So it was perfect to grab that. And those are that's what she wants for Christmas more than anything. So it's perfect anyway. So that's what I did for her. And then I was able to find a few things for Colin that I think would be really good fits for him. I'll show you, most of the packages are arriving by tomorrow. So I'll have to show you tomorrow, but like a handful of things for him as well. So I think Nora's basically done. Nora's probably 90 to 95% done. I probably just need a couple more stocking stuffers for her. Colin, we probably still need a couple more gifts for him, but we are doing it like we've been doing the past few years. We're still doing like a fun Christmas where they come out and they have gifts to open, but not where it's so extravagant and it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars and it's just so extreme. I don't want to manage that many gifts, and they are happy with a handful, so it'll still be a super fun Christmas, but I'm not trying to go into the new year broke, I like for their stocking stuffers, which I didn't do today, but I could totally do over the course of the next month or so before Christmas. I like for stocking stuffers to get them practical things that I would get them anyway, but it just feels fun and fresh in their stockings. So they get like fun, just toys for sure. But I also like to get like fresh toothbrushes, toothpaste, body wash, bubble bath, socks, things like that are like, sure, you don't open them and think like, oh, yippee, but it fills up the stocking and it's fun to open it up, and it's also practical. It's not just like junk. A lot of small scale things for kids are just junk. Like, you're gonna keep it for a week. So I'd rather have the small scale things be like a toothbrush where they will use it. So that's sort of my philosophy on that. I'm still sipping on my coffee. I'll probably put it in the fridge and have the rest of it tomorrow. But I'm excited. I love Christmas shopping, and Christmas shopping as a mom for my kids is like top tier. It is so much fun to think about how delighted they're going to be on Christmas morning and knowing the exact things that they're hoping for. And like Nora just keeps saying that she hopes she gets American Girl doll stuff, and so the fact that I know like I was able to snag some really great stuff yesterday, it's just really, really fun. All right, I'm tying this because it has the toys in it and I don't want them to see it, and this one is more of the practical one. All right, I'm gonna go grab them from school, but it's been actually a really fun fall morning here, just doing afternoon actually, doing the Thanksgiving lunch and then getting to walk around Walmart. I wasn't expecting to get to do that, and it was very nice. I've been yapping today, so sorry. Well, good morning. Well, it's afternoon now. Good afternoon. It's Thursday. And we just did Thanksgiving lunch with Nora today. It was very cute, very similar to Colin's. She loved it. Mm-hmm. And now we are hanging out for a little bit.
We're going to tell that story of what that kid said.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was sitting across from one of Nora's schoolmates, and he was so chatty. We were just talking the whole time. He was telling me all of his siblings' names and the middle names and all this stuff.
He was really cute.
And because his parents couldn't come, so it was just like he was sitting across from me. And he said last night his older sister got in trouble because they were eating dinner, and his older sister said, she said, Domino's is 10 times better than this food. She's like, I'd rather have Domino's. Domino's is 10 times better than this dinner. And she got sent to her room.
I'm gonna start saying that.
And he said her best friend was having Domino's, so she couldn't get it out of her mind. And she was like, this stinks. Domino's is 10 times better than this.
Oh, that's so funny.
And I was like, I hear you. I had Domino's a couple nights ago. It is really good.
I could hear Colin saying that, sitting down to dinner, and like in a couple of years.
Yeah. Jack Palmo. But the same kid also said, he was like, he pushed his plate over to me. He's like, you want my cheese? And I was like, no, I don't want your cheese. And I was like, you don't like cheese? He's like, no. He was like, I only like string cheese. It's the only cheese I can trust.
That kid was hilarious.
And then he was like, that and lasagna cheese, which
is
I
also
think is
mozzarella,
also mozzarella cheese.
I'm thinking.
And I was like, you mean the stuff in the middle, like the ricotta? I love ricotta. But he didn't say it. He didn't know what I was talking about. Funny kid, though.
He was hilarious. He had us laughing really hard. He was holding court at that table.
Yeah.
You have not been on camera yet since I've shared that I'm pregnant.
Well, Blair's pregnant.
Are you happy?
Yeah. It's gonna be a cute little family.
Anyway, just wanted to say hello. It's been a good day. It's been pouring down rain all day, and I'm already exhausted and fatigued, and like it is not helping. I just want to get in bed and go to sleep.
Yeah, we will in about 10 hours.
Yay. All right. Say goodbye.
Chat, would you rather have a robot that cooks delicious meals for you every day, every meal, but doesn't do the dishes? Or a robot that does the laundry but doesn't fold it?
Definitely cook.
Ugh.
Doing the laundry is not a lot of work.
It sure is.
Actually putting laundry in the washer and dryer is not a lot of work.
That's what the robot does. And then it just leaves it out for you to fold and put away.
I know. The folding and putting away to me is much more of the problem than the putting it in the washer and dryer.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So why would I want to... I don't care about having a robot to wash and dry my clothes.
Oh.
I would rather it be the folder.
Yeah. I don't know, but a robot would make a big mess in the kitchen.
Which one would you pick?
I really hate laundry. But I love cooking. I love cooking.
I do too, but I don't... It's just that would you rather doesn't really resonate with me.
Chat will. It will resonate with chat.
Yeah, they can let us know what they think. In the last one, I think most people said teeth.
What'd I ask?
Would you rather never brush your teeth again or never take a shower again?
Yeah, I like showers. So I would shower, no problem. I would give it
I
up.
couldn't really choose because I like to do both of those things.
You do?
Having bad breath is awful. Yeah, I do.
So would you rather, here's another one, chat. Would you rather have BO or bad breath?
That's kind of what it's kind of like.
Which one would you pick?
Can I remedy it?
Yeah, but you'll always be fighting it. I'd rather have bad breath because I can go to the gym and not talk. And but if I go to the gym and I stink, I'm so embarrassed. I think about it the whole time. I can't stop thinking about it.
I don't really get BO. My mom doesn't either.
Yeah, that's true. You don't smell.
Like even when I work out really hard and I like smell like sweat, it's kind of like a salty smell, but I don't feel like it smells like body odor.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's the same way. She always says she doesn't sweat, which we aren't.
That's not true.
We are not profuse sweaters, but even when we do sweat.
Yeah, girls don't smell as bad as guys.
I think it depends on the person. It's like genetics and stuff.
What's that one condition where you smell like fish?
Oh, that would be really hard.
I think there was a kid in my school that had that. Or you know, back when TLC really covered that kind of stuff. That was a long time ago. Either it really stuck in my head because we watched TLC one night and I went to school the next day. Yeah, there couldn't have been a kid in my school with tuna smell. There's no way.
Well, you were homeschooled, so which of your sisters was?
I went to a school.
He did go to school for a couple of years. All right. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us on this rainy, rainy day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Are you going to make a video? No, this is the last one before Thanksgiving.
Well, this one's not going up until after Thanksgiving, unfortunately.
Oh.
Well, I've been doing really well at having my content calendar like scheduled a few weeks out, which is very helpful to me to not be hustling to edit things on like a quick turnaround. But at this time of year, it makes things like a little bit after the actual holiday. But
so this is after Thanksgiving?
Probably, yeah.
Chat, did the Cowboys beat the Eagles and then the Chiefs? Let me know. Because that happens.
Probably not.
Depends on if Taylor's there.
Well, hey, it's Friday evening now, and it has been one of those days where I am just so tired. So I did wake up and go to the gym this morning, which is probably why I was so even more fatigued than normal for the rest of the day, but I'm trying to really keep up with going to the gym throughout this pregnancy. So then I took a shower. I always feel so much better after taking a shower. And I just spent the day hanging out with my kids. We read a whole bunch of books. Colin has this giant National Geographic. I, as usual, have hair across my face, and it drives me crazy. Colin has this National Geographic. I just got this new lipstick. It's a little too pale. Hello. Okay. I'm trying to stay on one train of thought here. It's obviously very difficult for me. Colin has a National Geographic shark book that is huge. It's like a textbook about sharks for kids. And we read through that about 12 times today, which was great because I could just sit, and he was so happy. Then the kids built forts and this and that and the other, and I fell asleep on and off throughout the day. I'm just really tired. Growing this baby this week has worn me out. But did get a workout in, had a good day at home with the kids, and we're supposed to get some good fall weather here. It's been really unseasonably warm, which has been giving me migraines, as you know. That I had that one terrible one, and then I've been having kind of light headaches day to day. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. The temperature's cooling off, and it's going to stay cool from here on out. This like false fall situation where it gets cool and then warm and cool and then warm just does a number on my sinuses and on my headaches. So anyway, but we're really excited. Tonight we are going a few doors down to our neighbor's house. They invited us over for dinner. She said she was thinking to make soup or chili or something, and I'm gonna go bake some cookies before we go. It's just a beautiful evening out here. It's really, really pretty. I still feel like I have hair on my face, so that's fun. But I got it. I have, as I said earlier in this vlog, done a ton of Christmas shopping for my kids. In fact, I think both kids are done for Christmas, which is so awesome to be going into December done with shopping for the kids. I'm sorry, y'all. I am struggling today. I feel like someone injected me with a massive dose of Benadryl or something. That's how I feel. I'm just like so sleepy. I did just drink a Coke because I have been craving soda this pregnancy. And so the caffeine hopefully will be kicking in soon, but so far it's not. Anyway, we're going to go over our friend's house. I'm going to make some cookies. I got all these Christmas gifts, and I'm going to do a video like what I got my kids for Christmas. I just need to find a time to film it because my kids are going to be home next week. They're off for Thanksgiving. Maybe I can convince their grandma on Monday when Nora normally goes over there to do homeschool, since she only has a little bit of homeschool since it's a week off. Maybe Colin can go too. Hi, Nor. What are you eating? Strawberry? A cherry?
A cherry, yeah.
Oh, did Daddy get you chip? Riley always stops at the grocery store on the way home from work. I don't want it, honey. Thanks, though. He always stops at the grocery store on the way home from work on Fridays, and he's very sweet. He gets me flowers every Friday. And he got me red ones this Friday because it's Christmas time. And so he usually picks up a couple things for the weekend too. So I guess he got cherries. Yum, those sound good. Fruit sounds so good right now. Okay. This was so jumbled, and I apologize. I'm doing my best. My best right now is about 15% of my normal best. I'm not like in pain or uncomfortable or nauseous even, which is fantastic, but I am exhausted. I am so exhausted. I'm sure I felt like this the other two times. With Nora, I could just nap because I didn't have any kids yet. The only kid I had was in my tummy. I think Colin's pregnancy was really hard because I also had a toddler, but she did nap, so I probably napped when she napped. This time, luckily they're old enough now that like this afternoon, we've been playing for a while, and I said, I'm going to go late. Actually, I said, I'm going to go put the baby down for a nap, and they were both laughing. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go make these cookies. We're going to go over to our friend's house for dinner. And I'm sorry I'm such a hot mess. Pregnancy brain is real, but we're doing it. And it's a beautiful night. It's so beautiful. I told Riley today we need to order more firewood because we only have a few logs left, and it hasn't been cool enough for a fire quite yet, but in the next week it will be. And as you know, my number one favorite thing in the world is having a fire in the fireplace. When we toured this house, when we were looking for homes, which we looked for homes for 2.5 years. This one was really in rough shape, but the bones were really good. And one of the immediate things I noticed when we walked in was the wood burning fireplace. And I had said to Riley, when we, like, on our must-haves list, I was like, I think a must-have of mine is a wood-burning fireplace. The gas fireplaces, I know they're easier. I would love to have a gas fireplace like in our bedroom to just be able to flip it on before bed or in the morning for a little while. But as far as like the crackle, the smell, the whole act of tending to the fire, it's just for me. I love it. Okay, you about ready to go? Oh, you brought me a cherry? Thanks. Okay. Hey, it's Saturday evening now, and I realized that I never wrapped up this vlog, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We've had a really fun day. We spent the day with Riley's family. So they have 2 family lake houses that are right next to each other, and they were owned by Riley's late maternal grandparents. And since they've both passed away, the houses have been passed on to the next generation. And so now out-of-town cousins and family all stay at these homes. And so right now, Riley's cousins, his cousin, and then her husband, and then their new baby, and then his aunt and uncle are all staying there, and they've been there for the past week, and then they're going to be there for the next week. So we've been going over, I think tonight was the 3rd time we've gone over to just spend time with them and hang out with them, because it's so fun to have them close by, and they're just great and so much fun. So we spent the day with them, and that was wonderful. That baby is so cute, and we just have a great time. I really, really love his family, and I'm so grateful for that. His sister came out for a while as well, and so we were all just hanging out, and it was just a really nice day. So that's what we did, and then tomorrow I'm really looking forward to, because in the morning we are driving to my friend Angie's church because her son is getting baptized, which is very exciting, so we want to go and show up for him and celebrate with him. So that'll be a really fun morning, and then we don't have any plans. Actually, we do. One of my girlfriends out in our neighborhood texted our group text today and said she's hosting a low-key football party tomorrow afternoon. So we're going to go over there tomorrow afternoon for a few hours and watch the game together. And she said she's making pulled pork sandwiches, so I'll bring a side and it'll be great. So tomorrow's going to be wonderful too. And then we have Thanksgiving week coming up. I know this is probably going out pretty late. I have just had to give myself a long runway with the pregnancy, because as you could see from this week, unlike my normal day to day where it's like, unless I get really sick, I can just kind of keep on filming and editing and whatever. Right now, sometimes out of left field, I'll get a migraine that will have me down for 3 days, or I will just be so exhausted that I really can't be like editing. Sometimes editing takes several hours, just that kind of thing, because all of this has to come secondary to Blair Lamb Design. And because Blair Lamb Design is customers who have placed an order like that, those orders have to take priority, and the customer service aspect of that has to take priority. And since I have less energy in the day now than I do normally, and also still have to be a wife and mom, get to be a wife and mom. It's like there's only so much energy to go around, because I'm crashing early these days. So I think anybody can understand that, sometimes in life So with that, I feel like I'm actually putting out quite a lot of content. However, it's just not coming out super close to when it's getting filmed. It's coming out maybe 2 to 3 weeks later. So I hope you don't mind that. Thank you for understanding. It won't be like this forever, but for now, this is the reality of what I'm able to do. And I'm not doing a traditional Vlogmas this year for very obvious reasons. I honestly got pretty burnt out doing it last year. I really enjoy it, but it's a lot of work filming, because my vlogs are never super, super short. So filming like decently long vlogs every single day and editing them all, and it's just a ton of work to do during an already busy month, and I just don't have that in me this year. However, I will totally be doing weekly vlogs, and then when we go and do certain fun things, like over the weekend, we have like a breakfast with Santa, we have like a cookie decorating event that I've signed us up for. I'll definitely film some of that and also share some on Instagram. So there will be content, but it won't be every single day. And I know you guys understand that. So Anyway, sending all my love to you. I hope that you've had a really, really great week. Hope that you have not had any migraines and that you're feeling awesome. But if you have been feeling sick with anything, I hope that you're getting well, because I know at this time of year, a lot of people are sick with a lot of things. And it's particularly hard because there's just a lot going on. And it's hard to opt out of a lot of different things. I'm saying the word a lot. What I'm saying is this time of year can be so amazing. And also, if you're sick, it makes it very hard. So sending my love to you. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you'll take a second to check out my online shop, blairlambdesign.com. I launch new designs seasonally, and we're adding new things all the time. And I would love for you to just go and take a look at the tees and sweatshirts that we have, jewelry, candles, and all kinds of other fun accessories. So make sure to head over there. There is always a link below, or you can head directly to blairlambdesign.com.